Most people think losing stubborn belly fat is all about eating less and working out harder. But what if the real reason that deep, dangerous fat won't go away has nothing to do with effort at all? Because here's something most people completely overlook. Visceral fat, the fat that sits deep around your organs, is strongly controlled by one powerful hormone, cortisol. And if your cortisol stays high, your body will hold on to that fat no matter how clean your diet is or how hard you train. So instead of trying to force fat loss, what if you could remove the one thing that's blocking it and let your body do the work naturally? Because when cortisol drops, your body shifts out of survival mode and into fat-burning mode, especially around the belly. And this is what I call the cortisol trick. It's not about doing more, it's about removing the stress signals that are telling your body to store fat in the first place. Your body is always listening to your environment, and when it feels stressed, rushed, or overwhelmed, it assumes something is wrong and holds onto fat as protection. But when it feels safe, calm, and stable, it starts letting go of that stored fat automatically. And one of the easiest ways to activate this is by fixing the first 10 minutes of your morning, because the moment you wake up, your cortisol naturally spikes, and what you do next either makes that spike worse or helps bring it back down. Most people make the mistake of grabbing their phone immediately, flooding their brain with information, stress, and noise, which keeps cortisol elevated for hours. But instead, if you give your body just 10 to 15 minutes of calm, no phone, no rushing, just light movement, sunlight, and slow breathing, you can lower your baseline cortisol and set your body up to burn fat for the rest of the day. Another part of this trick is how you move your body, because intense daily workouts without proper recovery can actually raise cortisol and make visceral fat more stubborn. So instead of going all out every single day, focus on low-stress movement, like walking, light strength training, or short controlled workouts, because these keep your body active without triggering a stress response. And walking in particular is one of the most underrated fat-burning tools, especially after meals, because it helps regulate blood sugar and keeps cortisol low, making it easier for your body to tap into stored fat. Then comes something most people ignore completely: your breathing, because your breath is one of the fastest ways to control cortisol in real time. Something as simple as slowing your breathing down, inhaling deeply through your nose, and exhaling slowly can signal your nervous system to relax within minutes. And when your nervous system relaxes, cortisol drops and your body becomes more willing to burn fat. Sleep is another huge piece of this puzzle, because when you don't sleep enough, your cortisol stays elevated the next day, your hunger hormones increase, and your body becomes more likely to store fat deep in your abdomen. So even if your sleep isn't perfect, improving it even slightly can have a massive impact on your fat loss. And finally, the way you eat matters, not just what you eat. Because skipping meals or cutting calories too aggressively can signal stress to your body and raise cortisol even more. So instead of eating less, focus on eating in a way that keeps your blood sugar stable. Balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and whole foods. Because stable blood sugar helps keep cortisol low, and low cortisol makes fat loss easier. When you combine all of this, calm mornings, low-stress movement, controlled breathing, better sleep, and balanced eating, something powerful happens. Your body stops fighting you and starts working with you. Visceral fat begins to shrink not because you forced it, but because you removed the stress signals that were keeping it there. And that's the real secret. Fat loss isn't just about effort, it's about environment. The internal environment you create in your body every single day. So if you've been doing everything right but still struggling, maybe the answer isn't to push harder. Maybe it's to calm down, because when cortisol goes down, fat loss goes up, and your body finally lets go of what it no longer needs.